The spectre of remote ID has been hovering over the drone community in the US for some time now. It appears remote ID is now on final approach. Hey everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to Geeksvana. Here we provide content focused on drones and tech, including drone news updates just like this one. For more, subscribe. We are all aware within the drone hobby that remote ID is well and truly on the way. The drone industry has grown dramatically through hobbyist and professional drone pilots, and the use of them took many regulators from around the world by surprise. Factor into this that the future shared use of our skies will include many drone-like aircraft, all vying for their spot. This could be anything from police surveillance drones to Amazon delivery drones, and from beyond line of sight inspection drones to a hobbyist capturing video. Even taxi drones like the offering from EHang, which are currently under extensive testing in China and could be used sooner than you think to ferry passengers to and from airports in the US. So all this traffic from unmanned and automated aircraft, then of course you need to include how all this will integrate into the existing manned air traffic system. This will lead one day to unified traffic management, where even flying your hobbyist DJI or Autel would be tracked and showed in relation to everything else flying. This kind of UTM is needed before the full commercial money-making side of drones can be unlocked, and is therefore the subject of significant focus from regulators around the world. In order to take the first step towards such a UTM system, the FAA and other global regulators need remote ID. Certainly this seems more motivated by unlocking the skies for drone delivery superhighways rather than any pressing mass danger created by drone flies. In a recent talk given by Steve Dickinson, administrator of the FAA, he stated that the FAA are focused on making drone delivery a reality in the US. So where are we in terms of remote ID for drones within the US airspace? Let's take a look at the latest posted information on the Office of Information and Regulatory Affairs Office website, which shows the stage new federal laws are at. Here you can see the title marked as Remote Identification of Unmanned Aircraft Systems, with this stage showing to be at final rule. Looking at a simple flowchart of a regulatory map for federal lawmaking in the US, it would appear we are getting very close to a formal announcement of the final regulations, especially as the FAA themselves state we should expect to see remote ID to be published by the end of 2020. So we are reaching the next stage of remote ID becoming a reality across the US, but should we expect to see a rollout happen fairly quickly? In Europe, the changing EASA rules, which included a form of remote ID, give a certain amount of time, a legacy period, for the existing drone users to convert to new drones. After that time, the existing stock of drones will only be allowed to be used in airspace far away from people and buildings. This 2-year period is also provided to allow drone manufacturers to comply with the various new rules. So given that precedence, you shouldn't expect a date for compliance within the US to be forced upon the hobby without some form of period of adjustment and allowance. However, as the system is expected to be digital, it could well be something which comes into effect much sooner than many expect. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel the FAA are sweeping aside the hobby to create clear skies for the upcoming growth in commercial drone use? Or do you think the remote ID is something required to help deal with the increased traffic and a necessary step towards a unified traffic management system? Let me know in the comments below. I read and reply to everyone on subjects like this because it allows me to learn so much about how the community feels. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Please remember to like and subscribe.
All right, you're still here. No in the seat.